Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nini and today we're kind of doing a sketchbook session a little bit, but I wanted to decorate my sketchbook with you guys and probably do like the front cover. And as you know, this is my third sketchbook, and if you haven't seen my sketchbook tour, go watch it. It's pretty good and you'll get a feeling of what I'm going to be doing in this sketchbook. So I already put the date here, started it on June 2023, and I actually already started drawing in the sketchbook. So I went ahead and drew this little illustration that I plan to paint later, and I wrote my goals down. I want to develop settings and locations, modern and fantasy, and I want to practice making comic pages in the sketchbook, and I want to write story tidbits and like the blank spaces so there aren't too many blank spaces in the sketchbook like the last one, and practice rendering illustrations a bit more. I don't want to be too lazy in the sketchbook, and experiment a bit more with mixing media types. I bought some acrylic paint pens, or no, oil-based paint pens to try in the sketchbook, and I'm going to be using that today. Hold on. Yeah. Sorry, I was fixing my phone. And I want to write down one more goal, and that's to finish this sketchbook in 6 months, because my last sketchbook took 9 freaking months, and I don't know why. It felt like I was going fast, but apparently I wasn't. And so I drew this, and this is Mongol and Karma, and they look so nice. And I drew a few flowers too, and then I drew like this aquarium scene, and I was gonna draw people in it, but nah, too much work. But yeah, we're gonna be decorating my sketchbook today. If you like this content, please consider subscribing, and let's go ahead and start. So I think I'm gonna do the same thing as last time, as my last sketchbook, and I'm gonna put stickers on the sketchbook. I'm feeling like some green stickers might be good. So first of all, I wanted to say thank you all so much for all the support on my sketchbook tour. I really wasn't expecting it to like blow up like that. Right now it's at like 6,000 views, and I've gained so many subscribers, and hello to all the new people. Hi. I hope that you are enjoying the content so far. I've gotten a lot of kind comments about my art, and it's really making me flustered. Thank you so much. Okay, so my idea for this cover spread was to use my new paint markers in order to make an illustration. I haven't decided what that illustration will be yet, so we'll probably just wing it, but I wanted to swatch all of the colors first. I'm gonna do it on this page. Or no, let's do it on this page. I'm gonna swatch all of my colors. So I thought that instead of painting the outside cover like I did for my first sketchbook tour, I would actually paint the inside cover this time. So I decided to buy some paint markers. They are these oil-based paint markers called Aeroic, A-R-O-I-C. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but these colors are like super vibrant, and they have some metallic markers too, which I thought were pretty cool, that I might use them in the future. And yeah, I used them to write the date on the side of the sketchbook, and I'm going to be using it for this cover spread. So right now I'm just swatching the colors to see how they are, and oh my gosh, the one thing that I really didn't like about this brand of paint markers was that each individual pen was wrapped with plastic, and it was so tedious to try and open up each pen, and it's just, do better. Don't wrap each individual pen with plastic. But right now I'm doing like a little doodle of a raccoon character kind of deal, and it's like a little illustration. And I made a mistake with the arm position, but I probably shouldn't have taken it too seriously because I was just trying to figure out what colors kind of went together and like how I would use the paint pens, because I don't usually use paint pens. I usually, when I had my Posca markers, I would use them as like highlights and just to add more detail, but not actually to make illustrations with the paint markers. But I think that they turned out pretty good. I'm not the best with them, but I think it still turned out pretty cute. And I tried to fix the mistake that I made with the leg, but it kind of smudged a bit. So from this experience, I learned that I really do have to sketch what I want before I actually go in with my paint markers. But yeah, this is just a little illustration that I use the paint markers to practice with. Okay, so I went ahead and sketched what I wanted to have for this cover page kind of deal. And it's Jasper and Jacqueline having fun in space. And yeah, I kind of winged it with this. And yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna use my paint pens. So before anyone says anything, yes, I realize I spelled sketchbook wrong and I tried my hardest to fix it, but it was already too late by the time I noticed. So I had to go over it multiple times just to get it right. And I don't know how I didn't notice it. Like even when I was sketching, because I'm usually pretty meticulous about these kind of things, but it just slipped my mind, and I guess I just added an extra H. But the paint markers really did well for this kind of illustration. I went pretty simple and just had Jacqueline and Jasper in their animal forms, like not the way that I usually draw them, like a real raccoon, I guess. Well, not real, but you know, a cartoon raccoon. But it was just them in space, and I think that these colors are like very vibrant, and you can't just like make it a realistic space kind of deal. So I wanted to do like a very fun looking illustration and have like fun pinks and purples for their color palettes. I am very glad that I sketched this beforehand. This process video actually came like a week after I put the stickers on the front of my sketchbook, because I was kind of experiencing art block and I had no idea what I was going to draw for this spread. But I took some time to step back and work on another project, and then I came back to this and I felt like I had a lot of new ideas. And yeah, this illustration definitely makes me feel like it's a children's storybook, and like it's like a story to get children ready for bed. And I really wanted to add like a sense of wonder to the illustration by adding the Jasper and Jacqueline in space and having them like chasing each other among the stars. These markers worked very well because I only had to go I only did one pass with the markers and they're already very vibrant. And you can't the one downside is that you can't really go over it multiple times because it starts to smudge and smear across the page. Yeah, but other than that, they are really good markers, and I definitely recommend them to people trying to do paint markers. At the time, I was feeling like it was a bit too simple, so I added a few more things to the background, like these little teardrop shapes, and I added some like intensity lines coming from the sketchbook number 3 words. So it was pretty much at this point that I realized that I had made the mistake, and I really should have just left it alone and just took the L and just owned up to that I made a mistake when writing the word sketchbook, because it just did not look right afterwards. Like I said before, when you try to put more paint on top of the paint, the previous marks, it smears and smudges, and it's like a lot darker than it was before. But eventually I did manage to get it to kind of a more vibrant color, but I still wish that I had just left it alone. This illustration has definitely made me look at paint markers as like a viable option for use in the sketchbook, because I don't, like I said before, I don't usually make illustrations with paint markers, but this has really opened my eyes. I really enjoyed the process, and I feel like it makes my characters look more fun and inviting, and kind of helps with like the storybook kind of look that I want. Yeah. Okay, I tried my best to fix it, but it's whatever. I at least tried to make it kind of look uniform. Man, I can't believe I spent all that time coloring it only for it to be spelled wrong. Ugh. Well, I think that's what I'm gonna do with it. I really like how it looks though. I think that Jasper and Jacqueline look really cute. And I think that they deserve the spotlight for this sketchbook. Let me do a few more dots and highlights. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this content, please consider subscribing, and I will see you all next time. Bye!